Hello. In this video tutorial, we're going to get your web projects to the Checkpoint 2 specification. Of course, at this point, I've assumed that you've downloaded Composer and that you've been able to successfully attach to your website. I will assume at this point that you have built your three files, the index file, the requirements file, and the about me file, and that they are all linked together. Okay, that's all part of Checkpoint 1. So if you haven't gotten your project to that point yet, then you need to go back and you need to rewatch those videos so that you can get your project to the point where you're ready to begin this portion of the tutorial. Okay, so Checkpoint 2 builds on Checkpoint 1. We have established our three files, we've linked them all together, we've changed background colors so that they're all distinct pages, and we have them right here. We've connected to our student web space, and we're ready to start working on some of these things. So let's see. We're going to open let's open the index page first, and this is my little home page. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a picture to this page. Okay, and this is where it can be a little bit confusing working in Composer. So we are actually going to add pictures to multiple pages so that you can get a feeling for how you do this on your own projects. Okay, so I'm going to start with my cursor at the end of this line, web project. I'm going to push enter. Okay, there are very few things that we do in normal mode versus the source mode. Adding images is one of the things that we probably need to do in the normal mode because it's just too confusing to do it in source mode with Composer. So I've got that at the cursor at the end. I pushed enter, so we've got a fresh line down here. I'm going to hit this image button up here, and then an image properties box pops up, and the image location we're going to browse for where we need this, where we get this file from, and I have already accumulated some files in one that I call website project, and I think I'll put this one on the home page for my home page. And for my alternate text, I'm gonna type Caesar in the sea oats. Okay, because it's Caesar in the sea oats. Alright, so then I'm going to push OK, and it should insert that picture. Okay, and right there. So I have, I did some work ahead of time by finding images and saving them in a folder that I could refer to later. So you'll want to start out this portion of the checkpoint by first locating the images that you want to use and saving them in one place so that it's not confusing. Alright, now when we go, I'm going to hit the publish button, and what happened is it put the image and the index.html over. So if I hit refresh now, I should see, as long as this says all files up here, I should see the image show up over here. Okay, pretty easy. So we have added that image onto the index page. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to flip over to the requirements page. So we will actually, how about this? Let's do next the about me page. So I'm going to open about me page, and I'm going to go through the same process. I'm going to go to the end of the line here. I'm going to press enter so I get myself a fresh line, and I'm going to hit the image button, and I'm going to hit the little choose file, And on this one, I'll put this image on this page. Okay, my alternate text is going to be Caesar in the forest. Okay, and then I will push OK, and it should insert the image so we can see that image on the page. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, if you notice down here, my cursor is blinking down here, so I'm going to push enter, and it should go down below, and it did, which is great. So the next thing we're going to do is insert the student statement. All right, now I've already written something. It's actually just a little bit about my dog. Your student statement should be it should be different. It should, and the details of the student statement are included in the web project guidelines document. So you'll want to have that because it's 3 paragraphs, and like 1 paragraph is written about yourself and your studies at TCC. Paragraph 2 is what you've learned in this class. Project 3 or paragraph 3 is what you think was the benefit so far of taking this class, and would you recommend it, and that kind of thing. So there's a refer to your web project document. Okay, for the purposes of this demonstration though, I had written a little thing about my dog, so I'm just copying that and I'm flipping back into Composer. I'm going to go to the source view. All right, I should be, and I am, inside of these 2 paragraph tags. So I'm going to paste that huge paragraph in there. Okay, and then don't worry about formatting it, because Composer is just going to do whatever the heck it feels like with it anyway. Because like if I flip back over to normal and go back to source, oh look, now it's all scrunched it down on all these lines. So Composer is going to rearrange all your code for you anyway, including your language. So just let it do whatever it wants to do. Okay, so I've pasted my little paragraph about the dog. If I go to normal view, I can see my paragraph here, and I'm going to publish this page, and the same thing is published and completed. Okay, if I hit the refresh button over here, I should now see 2 images. So there's this image, which is on the About Me page, and there's this image, which is on the index page. Okay, and flipping over to the website, if this is how it was before, but if I hit the refresh button now, I will see that my image of Caesar has popped up on the web page, and if I click on the About Me page, it's the red one that has Caesar in the fall, and it has my paragraph that I wrote about Caesar on that page as well. So that's looking pretty good. We're going to open up our 3rd page. We'll go to the requirements page. This is my green page. I'll go to the end of the line. I'm going to push enter. I'm going to hit the image button, and I'm going to hit the folder button to browse to the right one. I'm going to pick this image and open that one, and it's going to be AESAR, Caesar, and the moon rising. Okay, and then I will push the OK button there, and now my image of Caesar with the full moon rising is now on that page as well. So now I've got that one. I'm going to publish that page. So we've got it there, publishing is completed. And if I hit my little refresh button again, I will now see another image, and there's another image that has showed up. That is this image right here. That's now on this page. So as long as we're on requirements, we're going, and our cursor is down here in this area and it's flashing. I'm going to hit enter. Okay, and then we're going to flip over to the source view. Okay, and there's our cursor blinking right there. We're still inside of that paragraph. We're going to leave that there, go to the end of that. All right, I'm going to push enter. And underneath of that, I'm going to type in a caret. I'm going to type in an H1. And I'm going to say this is a heading level 1. And I'm going to close that tag with a slash and an H1 and my carets. Okay, and then I'm going to cheat a little. I copied that line. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste it a bunch of times. Okay, and then I'm going to change these. This is H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change the closing tags because now the closing tags are all wrong. So this is H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Now the levels are wrong. So now we're going to go to level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and level 6. Okay, then just for formatting's sake, I'm going to take that, I'm going to highlight those P tags, I'm going to copy them, I'm going to come down here underneath of these, and I'm going to paste those down here as well. It'll just add some extra empty space below all of the header tags. And if I flip over to normal view, we will get to see this level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, the HTML heading levels go from 1 to 6, and they get smaller each time they go down. Okay, flip back to the source view, and we can see where we have added the headings level 1 through 6. Your photographs that you choose should, at least one of them, should be saved from another website. I have saved all of mine. I mean, I do photography, so I have billions of images of my dog and other people's dogs. So I've saved them from other places, but at least one of your images needs to be one that you know, like Google search and find an image and use that image, because it shows me that you've gone out to the web and you have successfully saved an image to your flash drive or whatever, and then you have brought it in to Composer and you've inserted it into your code. So for your project requirements, one of your images should come from an external page. One of, and then other ones can come. They could come from your phone. They could come from, a digital camera that you have, just whatever. And so that takes care of the images. I'm looking to make sure that we've got everything. Your student statement to your about me.html page. So let's open back up about me. Oh, and I already had it open. See, this part can be a little bit confusing, so I'm going to close this tab because I already had about me page open right here. And this, ooh, what the heck is that? NY? This is my dog, Caesar. Okay, so once you've added your student statement, which this paragraph right here represents my student statement, but your student statement is going to be different. It's going to be, like I said, those 3 paragraphs that explain about the class and so on and so forth. So then you have found your images, you have added them to your code, you have published all your files. Okay, so we've published that page. I'm going to go back to the requirements page. I'm going to publish that one. Wait for the box to close. I'm going to go to this page, and this page I didn't make any changes, so there's no unsaved changes. They go to, or they've all been published. There's no unpublished changes on any of my pages. And the way I can tell that is that this icon is grayed out, meaning there's nothing new to put over versus what I've already put over. And remember, we are using the publish button. we are not using the save button. Because if you hit the save button, it's going to ask you to choose a location, and it just it gets confusing. So the best thing that I can say is just publish, and never, save button is irrelevant in this class. We're going to just do the publish. Then if we view the website, if I refresh this, it should show that my, instead of being the NY dog, and then if I go, let me expand this page. So then about me and requirements, now this is really starting to take shape.